l'espace, et Catherine qui est derrière la caméra, qui nous filme aujourd'hui pour une interview avec Phoenix James, qui a donc fait des apparitions dans Star Wars, Skyfall et les Gardiens de la Galaxie. So we are with you today in Carcassonne. You are invited by Cinespace, a new festival dedicated to cinema, video games and TV series. So I want to thank you for agreeing to meet us.
Thank you.
And the first question is, how did you start your movie career? And especially in super production like Star Wars, Skyfall, The Guardian of the Galaxy?
I began acting for screen in 2009. I did a series of short films, lead roles in short films, small features, and some smaller roles in bigger films, and some even smaller roles in even bigger films, like Skyfall, like Guardians of the Galaxy, like Star Wars. It was kind of like an evolutionary process from all of that to get to Star Wars, basically.
Okay, and what did you enjoy during these different shootings? The Guardian of the Galaxy, Star Wars?
The action, the live action, and seeing it all come together from being on the set as opposed to watching it on the big screen. You know,
it's a kind of dream.
Oh yeah, seeing the makeup of everything, the makeup of the cinematographer, how they frame the shots, where they put the camera, the lighting, how they light the set, the actors, how they prepare for the scene. When in the cinema, we see everything else after that moment.
Yeah, and then when you are during the shooting, you discover all the work.
Yeah, you see what created that. You see what went into making that final cut, that final edit, the final thing we see on the screen. You get to see that's for me, that's like the juice. That's like the cream. That's like the magic.
Yeah.
The magic of what makes the final thing. How did it come to be? Yeah, it's special.
I saw on your website that you are a multidisciplinary artist. You appear in the cinema, but what do you do out of the cinema? Music, etc. Did you practice other?
Yeah, I began writing from a very young age, which led to me performing on stage, performing poetry live, and that was one of the things that I became known for quite early on. I got into recording my own poetry and adding music to that, and touring. What else besides acting in general, you mean?
Yeah. The question was, you are an artist, but you don't only play in the cinema. I saw on the website that you write poetry, etc. So, can you tell us more about your different projects?
Poetry, filmmaking,
yeah,
and music, editing. I pretty much like everything around film.
Okay.
So that would be music, that would be writing, that would be editing, that would be filming, acting obviously, directing. I pretty much like everything around cinematography and film, in front and behind the camera.
Okay.
And basically everything I do is one of those. Photography is in there as well, it's kind of all combined, a combination of everything that comes from film. It's kind of where the areas that I shine in.
Okay, so the readers of my blog, entitled Librarium, are fans of science fiction, fantasy, and we would like to know what you like in science fiction.
What do I like in science fiction? The escapism and the fantasy I love. The thing about science fiction, it takes you into other worlds, other places, other galaxies. It's the escapism. And I find in that escapism, it opens up different parts of the brain, because it's not everyday real life experiences as things. It's other worlds we're exploring mentally and physically, if you can, in a way. So that's what I love. I love that other experience that's not the everyday experience. And in that experience, I find we learn about the world we live in. Because we're seeing a world that we're not used to. So then we're thinking with different areas of the brain, and we're having different thoughts. So in our real life, it creates new thoughts.
Yeah, because we discover different things like time travel, aliens, travel in space that we don't have for the moment in real life. So.
Or that we don't know of.
Yeah,
you know?
maybe.
Yeah.
Yes, in science fiction and fantasy, what are your favorite movies or books? An author you like and you would recommend us? Or a must-see film, something you really, really enjoy when you read it or watch it?
I can think of 3 right now. Science fiction programs, actually, TV programs that I really love, and I can talk about these because I've seen every single episode of each one. One of the first would be X-Files.
Yeah.
I love X-Files a lot. I've probably watched all of them. Same with another TV program called Heroes. When Heroes, the first season of Heroes was on, not the first, I've seen all of them, but I mean, yeah, I've watched every single one, basically, of Heroes. That's another great science fiction series that I love. Doctor Who is another one. I'm particularly fond of the new Doctor, Peter Capaldi. I think he's a fantastic actor, and he got me into watching Doctor Who as an adult again, because I've met him, I've worked with him at other stuff, and he's one of my favourite actors, so he just kind of reintroduced Doctor Who to me again. So that's another one I'd like to add to the 3, which makes 4. And the third one now, or 4th one now, is a new British TV programme which has just finished its first season, and it's now beginning the 2nd season on TV, actually, the end of this month, actually, called Humans.
Oh, yeah.
You know it?
Yeah.
Great. I'm looking forward to the new season of that as well. So there's 3 that I really like in terms of everything. I just really like them in terms of just the whole science fiction thing and the whole vibe, basically. Yeah.
And the book you really enjoy in science fiction or fantasy?
I don't read a lot of books in terms of in the area of science fiction, so I can't really comment on any in that area. Yeah. I like watching. Science fiction. I like watching series and stuff.
And I know that you can't speak about the next Star Wars. So I would like to know what are your next projects, but of course not Star Wars because you can't say anything about it. So I won't ask the question about Star Wars, but your new project in music or writing or playing, acting, etc.
I'm enjoying a lot of stuff. I have a few film projects coming up and a few I've just been working on. I'm enjoying a lot of stuff behind the camera now at the moment. So there's a lot going on, a lot of things I'm in the middle of filming and shooting and editing at the moment. I'm working on a short film which is kind of I've written and directed and filmed. Still filming some more shots for that. It's about a woman who goes on a date, and it's not science fiction though.
No, it's not a problem.
But it
could be.
It could be.
In science fiction or other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. Just filming projects at the moment, just finishing projects off and starting on some new projects and writing a lot. My main things right now is writing and filming, and both in front and behind the camera. So the other projects I'm kind of skimming around because I can't talk about them. But I'm working on a lot of my own stuff as well, which I'm quite excited about because I enjoy the creation aspect, which is why I really enjoy being on set and seeing how, it's done, how the big boys do it, I really love because it inspires me, and I also learn from my own projects as well in terms of filming and directing and editing and everything.
So you have a lot of projects, and we will follow your actuality on your website, of course, it's possible. So we invite our reader to follow you on phenixgemofficial.com
yes.
or on Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook.
And it was a pleasure to meet you and to have an interview.
Thank you. I hope I've added something valuable.
Yeah, it's possible if you want to thank to somebody and to say other things, it's possible. If you want to share something that was not in the interview, it's possible.
I just want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for having me. Thank you. I hope it's been as great for you as it has been for me. Thank you.
Merci Catherine pour derrière la caméra. Et donc voilà, je remercie encore le festival nous avoir permis cette rencontre et on a été fort bien accueillis, donc j'espère vraiment qu'il y aura une seconde édition pour vous, je vous le souhaite. Et on remercie aussi la directrice du cinéma qui nous a très bien accueillis hier. Et merci à vous,
Jessica.
Félix.
Thank you, viewers.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.